we go. Hey guys, happy day to you. Hope you're doing well. It is 6:59 p.m.-ish Mountain Time in my Rocky Mountain Hideaway, Studio 6, and I'm here to rant. Tonight is a no-po zone. No politics zone. Can you read? No politics zone. But that's okay because I can still offend or make people laugh or make people angry just as well without getting all political. I want to talk tonight about liars, hypocrites, and procrastinators. And I'm not talking about our elected officials. That's a whole other story. It would take too long to say. So let's move along and see what we have here. You know what I wonder? That little box is, it keeps popping up on the screen. And it says, the current frame rate is too low. Please set the frame rate 15 to 60. And there's no way in hell to do it. I don't know how. We get through. Here we go. How about this one? There's always that let's do lunch guy. You know what I'm talking about? You're at a meeting or or on the phone or you're in person. And they say to you, let's do lunch. Seriously, let's do lunch. Well, either they mean it and they give you a day, a date, and a time, and you agree. Or more likely than not, it's just spilling out of their leaky lips. They don't know what the hell they're saying. It comes as reflex. Kind of like the radio talk show hosts who keep referring to our good friend, my good friend, your good friend, not knowing any of the freaking voices. Let's get into this. It sure is enough to piss a person off. Will a red light make any change? Oh, good, I can read now. You're in a conversation, and I like this one. Yeah, I like that. Let's do lunch. Like, this guy might mean it, but really has no concept as to what this does to the other person when he just never, ever does. I've been with many people. When I say to them, you know what, let's do lunch. They say, I like that, let's do it. And I say, when? Do you have your calendar with you? I'll set a time. Because I know these bastards have so much going in their head, they can't keep up with themselves, and it just comes out as a reflex. Let's do lunch. Oh, what the hell ever, people. Now, let's assume that we made an appointment. March 21st, 10 a.m., let's have lunch. Yeah, let's meet over there at La Casa Basa. Let's go over there. That's good. Sound good. See you there? Fine. Then, about a day early or the morning of, comes that phone call. I call it the Max Klinger, like a corporal on MASH. Oh, my two cousins died, and my mother's in mourning, and I have to make funeral arrangements for my dog. Whatever. They come up with some bullshit, lame-ass excuse to duck out of this. They didn't have the courage to say, no, that's not a good day. No, I wish you would die. I fucking hate you. Okay? I don't want to have lunch with you. You're the last person in the world I want to have lunch with. Honestly. I'd have lunch with Hunter Biden before I'd have lunch with you. Oops, gotta go no-po. Sorry about that. So, that is the we'll do lunch people, or the let's get together people. I remember once I finished a lecture, I was packing up my materials, and the event organizer, the poobah of the lodge, came up. Oh, he'd been all palsy-walsy, howsy-doozy. We played to a packed house. It was great. And he said, I would love to spend some time with you. How about lunch? I responded, works for me. When and where? Corner him on that one. Well, it was instant revelation. I looked him in the eye. I knew I was dealing with somebody who never meant what he said. Had no real intention on having a meal with me. I can tell these people. I can look them in the eye, and they're making the appointment, and I'm saying to myself, I wonder if their Aunt Granny died or their dog has cancer. They're going to come up with some shit if I get as far as setting the day and the date. And when I set the day or date, and if we can't come to an agreement quickly, like in about 60 seconds, 60 seconds is a long, long time. I say, well, you know what? Let's get together later. And I leave it nebulous, and I leave because I know this jackass doesn't have the courage to tell me, you're an asshole. I don't want to eat with you. I don't want to meet with you. I wish they would. Because I'll tell you what. I had a fellow I really, 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 really don't like. And he said, why don't we have lunch over here at the pizza company? I said, what are you thinking of? He said, well, let's sit down and spend a couple hours. And I said, I'd really rather not. I don't dislike you, but I don't want to have to eat and look at your face at the same time. He hasn't invited me since. No more list Mr. Leaky Mouth. Ha! Screw him. Ah! Oh, let's go on. Flip, I got my notes here, papers, okay. Worse yet, like I say, you set the day, their cousin died, their Maxwell Klinger. Remember Klinger on MASH? They're just like that. There is an exception to the rule. I was eating lunch. I got a call today from a friend saying, Max, why aren't we having lunch today? Didn't we have it scheduled? Oh, damn it. Yes, Steve. We were set to have lunch. Set to have it today at 11:30. And I'm 70 years old and my brain is going click clack. I was stupid. I didn't overlook it deliberately. I had a leaky mouth, a leaky brain. Usually these days, I get a drink of water. Oh, that's good. Carbonated water. Yeah. Sparkling water. Anyway, I love this guy. He's a great guy. And I've already told him, look, we're getting together. Date, time set. I'm marking it in my calendar so I don't forget again. The alarm goes off to tell me it's happening. And Steve, I'm buying lunch. I'm sorry. So I am that rare bird that just truly forgets to log it. You know, mobile phones, my God, these things are uncanny. These phones are an appointment maker. They're a calendar. They're a map of the world. They're a phone. My God, they even show videos and movies. So why didn't I enter the date? Because I just forgot. When you get into your 70s, you tend to forget a lot of shit. So it's a good idea to take your day planner, little calendar on the phone, set alarms. My alarm goes, and I read on the screen, it says, take your medicine. Or 20 minutes from an appointment with Steve. I use that phone more for an alarm than a phone. Fact. I find that talking to people over a mobile phone can really be dehumanizing. But we'll talk about that later. All right, moving on. Okay. Oh, I like this one. How about the ever-present, I'll call you. I'll call you back. You're on the phone with somebody. You just gotten on the phone. And they say, oh, excuse me, I've got a call on the other line. Let me call you right back. Yeah, right. Sure you will. Oh, my God. Yeah, I'll call you back. And they don't. I mean, and they're not in their 70s or 80s. They're younger people who should freaking know better. I understand the I'll call you or I'll call you back, either one of which has no more meaning, than a promise from Nancy Pelosi, Hunter Biden, or a Jehovah's Witness. I mean, really, it's uncanny how many people say it and never give any thought as to whether to do it or not. Leaky lips, leaky mouth. That's what the Chinese say. Now, I've been on the phone with someone when, like I say, that call came in, got a call you back. And you know what? My sister, Glenna, she's an exception to the rule. I'd say probably 90% of the time when she says, let me call you back, I'm out of town, I'll be home in a while, I'll call you then. I can figure she's probably going to call 90%-ish. But you know what? She's getting a little older too, and at least she means it. It's not these words that just spill out of your lips. I'll call you. Let me call you back. Okay, call you. And when I hang up for them, I'm saying to myself, yeah, Max, I can screw you, lying piece of shit. What I want to say but don't say is, look, if you're going to call me back, mean that you're going to call me back. Because if you don't call me back, you know what? You can kiss my ass. But I don't say that because I'm a gentleman. Oh, okay, let's go on. Oh, this is the beauty right here. You got talking heads on local radio they're super guilty of this, okay? They're like imitation talk show hosts. If they're lucky, they got an audience of 4,000 or 5,000 people. And the words dripping from their lips as they say idiotic shit like, that's our good friend Bob. Good friend, my good friend, your good friend, my ass. You don't even know these people? That's our good friend. Let's call him back and let's do lunch. 3 strikes, you're out, you son of a bitch. It sucks. It really does. Now, don't you just love the one, this is my last really annoying person, who always has to be right. Thin-skinned as hell. You're talking on the phone, for example, and you say to him, I'm sorry, are you breaking up? The answer is, it's not my phone, it's yours. They as good as say that. What they say is, well, have you checked your phone? Yes, as a matter of fact, I just got off the phone with a guy. You're the first one to do this. Can you maybe move your phone or want to reconnect? He says, yeah, I'll call you back.